Welcome to part 2 of how to write a summary. In this video, we will be taking a look at a story and then analyzing the information to determine what should be included in an appropriate summary. Before we take a look at the story and summary, let's review what a summary is. A summary is a short description of the most important parts of the story, which should include the theme. Summaries should be short and sweet and only include the most important parts of the story. The most important parts of the story include the main characters, the important events, and the theme of the story. Summaries should not be a list or a retelling which tells everything that happened in the story, and summaries should not be long. Alright, let's take a look at a story and analyze the summary that a student wrote about it. The story is called, Where is Lady Fishpants? That title reminds me, my daughter told me another joke. She said, Mom, why do fish not like to play basketball? Because they're afraid of the nets. Alright, back to our story. Where is Lady Fishpants by Anita Benton. Let's go ahead and read it and be thinking about what are the important facts that we would include in a summary. Remember, summaries cannot include our opinions or our judgments, just the facts. I want to see the lady with the fish pants, cried Ted. The day was scorching hot, and my 4-year-old brother was driving me crazy. We had seen every exhibit in the Oceanside Aquarium. Each time, Ted would look around and then yell, Sam, where's the lady with the fish pants? I tried to convince him that there was no lady with fish pants there, but he would just shook his head and said, She is too here. Let's go back and look at the jellyfish exhibit, I told him. Maybe she'll be there. Before we talk about the summary, we need to make sure we understand all the words. One of the words that might be a little tricky for us is this word, exhibit. Remember, when a reader comes across a tricky word, they need to stop, go back and reread the sentences around the word, and see if there are any clues that help them understand what that word could mean. So this sentence says, let's go back and look at the jellyfish exhibit, I told him. Maybe she'll be there. The boys are at an aquarium. So an aquarium is a lot like a museum or an animal park, where you can see lots of different things, such as the shark tank, the jellyfish tank, saltwater tank, frogs. What do an aquarium, a museum, and an animal park all have in common? They're all places where people visit to see things, whether they're displays of arts or animals. People go to see them. So that helps me understand that the jellyfish exhibit is something that is meant to be shown or displayed to the public. Something for people to see. Think about when we have our art exhibit and we show off the art you created to your parents or your grandparents or whoever comes to see it. We're putting it out there. We're exhibiting it for other people to see. All right, now that we understand the word exhibit, let's take a closer look at a summary of this part of the story. If we are going to write a summary of just this beginning part of the story, we need to make sure we include only the most important parts with none of our personal opinions. Let's take a look at a summary that a student wrote. They wrote, in this well-written part of the story, Sam and his brother Ted visit Oceanside Aquarium. Ted says he wants to see the lady with the fish pants and acts like a spoiled brat. Sam says there's no lady with fish pants, but Ted insists she's there. Ted should listen to his brother. Hey, thinking back to what a summary is, short and sweet, so this is pretty short. It should only include the most important parts, which include the characters, and it talks about the characters Sam and Ted, and then the most important events. So Sam and his brother Ted visit the Oceanside Aquarium. That's an important event. Now let's come back to this part. In this well-written part of the story, that's not an important event. In fact, that is somebody's opinion. Maybe you thought it wasn't well written. That should not be included in the summary. All right, let's keep reading and see if the next part was important or should not be included. Ted, hope I got the wrong pen, let me change it. Ted says he wants to see the lady with the fish pants. That's pretty important because Ted kept screaming that he wants to see the lady with the fish pants. And acts like a spoiled brat. Again, you may have been thinking that, but that's an opinion. That's not a fact of the story. So we have to cross that out. Summary should not include an opinion. Sam says that there is no lady with fish pants, but Ted insists she's there. That's an important part of the story, because Sam did say there was no lady with fish pants, but Ted was adamant she's there. Ted should listen to his brother. That was not a part of the story. That is someone's opinion, that Ted should listen to him, but that's not an event in the story. So we crossed out 3 things. We crossed out in this well-written part of the story because it's a judgment about how the story was written. We also crossed out acts like a spoiled brat because that's a personal opinion about the character. It's not a fact from the story. Finally, we crossed out Ted should listen to his brother. We crossed that out because it too is a personal opinion about the character's behavior, but it's not a fact from the story. So now our summary would be, Sam and his brother Ted visit Oceanside Aquarium. Ted says he wants to see the lady with the fish pants. Sam says there's no lady with fish pants, but Ted insists she's there. So far we've got a great summary. We have the main characters along with the important events. We don't have the theme yet because we need to finish up the story. So let's keep reading about what happens with the lady in the fish pants. At the jellyfish exhibit, Ted screamed, "Sam, there's no lady with fish pants here." Everybody looked at me, and I quickly rushed him out the door. "Look," I told him, "Mom's picking us up soon. Let's hang out in the gift shop until she gets here." "Will the lady with the fish pants be there?" Sure, maybe," I said. We walked in, and I expected to hear Ted scream, but instead he was smiling. He held up a stuffed mermaid for me to see. "See? Lady with the fish pants." All right, let's take a look at our closed reading. It says, underline the names of the characters and any clues that help you understand the story's setting and events. Because remember, a summary includes the main or the important parts of the story. So we know our characters, Ted and Sam, are an important part of the story. We also know that they went to the gift shop at the aquarium, and that Ted had been screaming that he needed the lady with the fish pants. So when he held up a stuffed mermaid for Sam to see, then we all knew that the lady with the fish pants was a stuffed mermaid. Let's take a look at the question. It says a good summary describes characters, setting, and important events. It should also include the theme of the story. This says, which detail would you include in a summary of the story? A. Sam should have realized that Ted was telling the truth about the lady with the fish pants. B. The mystery of the lady with the fish pants is solved when Sam and Ted visit the gift shop and Ted sees a stuffed mermaid. C. Sam and Ted's mother are supposed to pick them up soon. D. Sam got tired of listening to his annoying little brother whine, so he took him to the gift shop. Which of these choices would be the best detail to include in the summary? Remember, summaries only include the most important events, which would be the characters, the setting, and the important things that happened in the story. When we look back at these, our best choice would be B. The mystery of the lady with the fish pants is solved when Sam and Ted visit the gift shop and Ted sees the stuffed mermaid. This is an important event because it talks about where Sam and Ted went and how the mystery of the lady fish pants was solved. A says Sam should have realized what Ted was telling the truth about the lady with the fish pants. This would not be included in a summary because that's someone's opinion that Sam should have realized he was telling the truth. C says Sam and Ted's mother is supposed to pick them up soon. That is a detail from the story, but it's not one of the most important details of the story. If that detail wasn't included in the story, we would still understand what happened. And finally, D. Sam got tired of listening to his annoying little brother whine, so he took him to the gift shop. Remember, summaries include just the facts. When it says listening to his annoying little brother, that's a personal opinion, so that would not be included in a summary. Remember, when you're writing your summaries, you include only the most important parts of the story, which would be the characters, important events, and the theme from a story. In this case, one of the themes might be a mystery solution might come from an unexpected place. Sometimes we are surprised by the solution because it's an unexpected solution. Have a great day.